He held up the shirt.
And then they posted on their Twitter.
Yeah.
Like
And they're coming up with
signed
they're coming up
Kari
with
Harris
chants
contract
for me.
start from 2024, right?
Yeah, Fab. Did you see the Fab post?
No.
I do not.
Fabrizio Romano.
Wait, starting?
Oh, we are live on YouTube. Let's
What's
go.
Hopefully that guy from last time doesn't join.
Oh, we cannot hear you, Tejas, by the way.
Is
But
Tejas in?
to all our
Can you hear me?
fans out there, thank you for watching and supporting us. It's the good times and the bad times. Oh, the chat is popping.
Really?
No.
Can you hear me, Nick?
Yes, I can hear you.
Like really good voice quality.
Oh, outstanding. So we have a few technical difficulties here, but while we do that, I will post this on Twitter so we can get all of our
Did you see
words out family to join, because it's a
Did you see
family,
the
guys.
Twitter? Yeah,
There's no
We're all
podcast
about-
without you.
family. There's no I in family. You guys see the video I sent of Mbappe walking off?
No, I think it got deleted because there was nothing when I clicked on it.
Probably a copyright
Yeah.
from the Uber Eats league.
Yo,
Yeah.
0-0 for Barcelona against Rayo Vallecano.
I hope they're terrible. I hope they get relegated.
Yeah, I hope they get relegated.
Why? You guys all anti-Barca right now?
Not right now.
They're
Just
a despicable club.
every day.
Thinkable, really? I know you're used to love Barcelona, Nick.
No, that was never a thing.
So you're Atletico supporter.
I'm not really
What?
a Spanish league supporter.
Damn. What about Charlie? What's your favorite team in Real Madrid?
In Real Madrid?
Probably the B team.
Castilla. There's a guy in the Real Madrid training from USA, and there's a third goalkeeper. Actually, is a fourth goalie, and he stood up. Every player comes out, everybody like chanting their name, like Mendy, like Vallejo, whatever, Mario, Alvaro Adriasola, whatever. And that guy just show up and take a picture and autograph with the people. Like we know he's like third goalie or fourth goalie, but I couldn't even say his name, which is really bad. And suddenly some guys say this guy is called Luis Lopez. And I was like, oh, Luis, let's go. Some shit like that. And after that, I just realized his name is called Lucas. It's terrible. Wait, you guys following me? Hello?
Yeah, I
Hello?
can hear you.
Oh, so you guys don't really know that. Okay, whatever.
I'm tweeting so we can get the 30 Yards family out here.
Or where's Tejas?
He's restarting his computer.
Tejas always has technical difficulties.
So Charlie, where are you?
In Maine.
Damn. What about the next Arsenal game? We should go watch the game.
When is it?
No. Next game, I'm probably not gonna be around, but it's against the Bournemouth next week.
Bournemouth,
Oh.
easy.
Big game, big rivalry.
What do you mean big rivalry?
I think who's after Bournemouth? Fulham?
Fulham. How do you know Arsenal's schedule? That really well.
Nick's a huge fan.
Yeah, I'm a huge
It's a
fan.
true-
No, it's because I was looking on.
Actually, wait, Nick.
I was looking on FPL because for the first 5 game weeks, Arsenal has the easy Arsenal and Aston Villa have the easy schedule, and right now I have Leon Bailey in my team, but Aston Villa has not been playing well, so I was debating getting another Arsenal player.
Arsenal got
I already have
Everton,
two
right?
guys, so
They
I
beat
don't think-
Everton 2-1.
What?
They beat Everton, right?
Who?
Aston Villa.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't convincing. I think.
Yeah, today I put a Gabriel Jesus for my vice captain and De Bruyne.
Didn't you already waste your triple captain?
I wasted triple captain.
Yeah, you used it on the
Yeah.
first week.
Oh, so it's like a 1 week thing.
It's like
Yeah,
you can't
what?
triple captain every week, bro.
It's
Wait,
once
wait.
per season, I think. Maybe
Yeah,
twice.
once a season.
Oh my god, I don't even know this trick. Oh my god. So
Yeah.
basically, right now my captain and vice captain doesn't really matter.
No, captain gets double points. Vice captain, I don't think gets anything.
Vice captain only gets if your captain doesn't play.
Yeah.
I don't know the rules. Okay, whatever.
Damn, bro.
But I'm
Yeah,
still pretty good
that's a
this
big
week.
loss.
I'm still
Hmm?
pretty good this week, I think.
I don't know. Double cap or triple captain never really does anything for me. I always put it on like Salah when he has like 2 games in a week, and then he just never play. He just like sits out one of the games.
That's what I did last time, but I don't think he scored in any or something. He just got like a few assists. It was a little bit underwhelming.
Mhm.
Wait, so you guys follow that every time? You know I use the max triple captain.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
did your friend.
Probably
Yeah,
I
your friend, who did he use it on?
Probably like Jesus or something.
Yeah, I don't think it worked out too well for him either.
No.
I think
two of my
Robert
friend
D-
one is like Bayern fan. Did you see he put like Bayern Munich?
You mean Zhengling Zhu?
No, he's like Paps end game, right?
Yeah.
Who?
Chris Du only has 19 points.
Yeah, because he's terrible. He doesn't care. He's a Bayern Munich fan. He doesn't really watch PPL that much. And also the Pipes end game one, that guy is like Man City fan. He's like, I want to put every Man City players. I was like, bro, you cannot do this.
Franco's number 1 right now.
I don't know how.
But
I'm in
he's
8th.
oh, you are 8th.
What about you?
Me, I'm 4th. Tejas is 2nd.
What about me?
Franco overtook him. You're 6th.
Oh, it's pretty good. Better than last week.
Zhengling or whatever is
You
3rd.
guys can hear me. That's great.
Yep.
We're talking about FPL, huh? See, Franco overtook me, but this is the thing. Liverpool hasn't played yet, and he has 0 Liverpool players for some reason.
Yeah.
So once that happens, I hope to regain the lead against him. But I am a bit scared because, to be honest, my transfers did not perform well. I used my free transfer for Zinchenko, and he got subbed off early.
Yeah.
Notable stats. And then
I used
Another
my
my
free
team.
Oh,
I
Hugo
used
is
my
already
free
good.
expecting
transfer.
more.
I used my
Hugo
free
is all right.
transfer on Saliba, who had an
yeah,
own goal.
so he scored an own goal.
Oh, Saliba
Yeah.
is like what? -1, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I used
Yeah,
my
Jesus
transfer
got
on
19
Haaland.
points. I'm really happy.
I used my transfer on Haaland, and I captained him over Salah. I don't think.
Yeah,
that
I
was the right
captained
choice.
Holland over Salah as well.
Yeah, because they were playing Bournemouth. Like he scored 2
He got
goals
his
last week.
chances. He got his chances this match. In my opinion, it was just unlucky. I think he will continue scoring.
Yeah, he will. He will.
I
What am
captain
concerned about,
KDB.
though, is, are they gonna rotate him once the European competitions start, right? Because they said, hey, like if he picks up any sort of knock, we're not gonna like risk playing him. So it'll be interesting to see how consistently he'll be able to even suit up.
The good thing about him is he's not going to the World Cup. Neither is Salah. So they're gonna get some nice rest. Because I think after the World Cup finishes, there's like 3 or 4 days, and then it's Boxing Day.
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
All right, should we go over the matches?
Should we talk about how Luis Diaz got included in the Ballon d'Or top 30. Wait,
And Messi's
Sniper.
outside of it for the first time.
but
in
Luis
how-
Diaz had half a good season, but half a good season with Liverpool, and then he's in somehow. And I think
No, he had a
Liverpool
good
got like
season with
6
Porto.
players or something.
Messi is not
Fabinho
in.
got
You
in there
guys have
too.
problem with that?
Ballon
I
d'Or
think
is a joke, bro. It's a
Rodri
joke.
not making it was.
Yeah, Rodri
I don't think
should-
Messi. I don't think Messi deserved to make it.
Yeah. I don't think so. But do you think this year is gonna belong to Karim for sure?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
at
think
this
it's-
point, it's a joke of an award.
Okay. What about the
Unless-
Copa?
What?
The youth player?
What?
I don't really care about.
Okay.
But the thing is, you know how last year they made up this new award, like Striker of the Year, just so they could give something to Lewandowski? They took it away this year, so it was just like a one-time thing, just because they knew he deserved the award, but they just
had-
couldn't give it to.
They have to give it to Messi because of the voters.
Yeah,
Don't
Why?
know
Because the
anything.
Copa de America? Copa America?
it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
I know Tejas like Messi, but like you back up Messi at this point.
I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. Like he's aged a bit, and he's playing for PSG. He's not playing. It's not the same Barcelona squad that he had been playing with. So it's just different.
I think-
he has gotten goals. It's not like he hasn't gotten goals, guys. Let's not act as if he's playing like really poor. He's not. I think
He is
that
really poor.
team specifically
He missed
just
the
doesn't
penalty
fit.
against the Real Madrid in the most important moment, and they got overturned by Real Madrid.
That was funny.
Hmm.
I think the Club World Cup is a bigger trophy than Copa America.
That's not.
Yeah, probably.
That's not true.
I think it's
guys. Come
harder
on.
to. I think it's
Come
harder to
on,
win.
The intensities are completely different. Club World Cup is there's always some random team. Like
Bro, just because it's like Middle Eastern team doesn't mean they don't try. Like this is like their moment in the spotlight. Like they win that trophy, like that's the best they can get.
I don't know.
Very
I've
true.
watched some Copa Americas and those dudes fight literally. Like
I mean, yeah, it's dirtier.
Wait,
Like, more
so
aggressive.
Cristiano
I mean-
Ronaldo made it, right?
No.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, I
Oh, he
mean,
did.
yeah, I mean, in terms of last
Yeah.
year performance, definitely Cristiano Ronaldo is better than Messi.
guys, come
I
on.
mean,
come on.
probably.
These players have aged. They're not even at like
Yeah. I mean, like Ronaldo, like 37, like Messi is 35. Yeah, I mean, like it
34, I think.
doesn't really matter. I mean, this World Cup, I just hope Portugal and Argentina can go as far as they can, and those two legendary players can make the team better.
A Portugal Argentina final would be hype.
Oh my God, that will be. It's gonna be hard, bro.
I don't want France to be in it.
I don't
Yeah,
want
Charlie,
France
you're
in the
you're a
final?
big
but I
French
think
supporter,
France
right?
is just really good. Talent.
I just don't like any of the players that they have really.
Wait. You don't like
Except for
France?
Saliba.
You don't like France?
Yeah.
Why?
Kante. N'Golo Kante is a likable player.
You
Is
don't
he
like
gonna
France?
play, though?
Why?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
That's a good
probably.
question.
Charlie, you speak French.
Okay.
So does all of Canada. I don't think Canada's gonna. Well, not all of Canada, but I don't think Canada's gonna root for France.
I support
Nick-
France and
Nick, you speak
Portugal
Spanish.
and Netherlands.
Nick, you speak Spanish. Do you support Uruguay?
I mean, I kind of like Uruguay, but I don't really support them.
Ooh,
Wait,
You have to.
wait.
You speak Spanish.
No.
Wait. Nick, you support Portugal this World Cup, right?
Probably Portugal or Germany. I don't know.
Portugal, Germany. Okay, for me is France, Portugal, and Netherlands. What about Charlie?
That's one team too many.
What about Charlie?
Big up Qatar.
No.
That's
Alright.
controversial opinion.
Okay,
You're
what
gonna
about you,
get canceled.
Tejas? India?
What, bro?
Dude, I don't know who I'd like. It's really annoying how India are never in the World
What about
Cup.
Qatar? I think a lot of Indian lives in Qatar, right?
Oh no, I'm not gonna support Qatar. Um, I'd probably support. I like Spain.
Spain? Oh my God,
Damn,
bro.
the colonizers.
I always like seeing Spain play. Like I would probably support Spain, but I don't know. I don't have like a strong.
Oh, you don't really care.
If US does well, that would be cool. Like
Yeah, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
yeah.
Spain? Oh my God. Okay. So
All right.
I'm gonna be enemy of Charlie and Tejason.
Premier League.
All right. So do you guys want to talk about the Arsenal match? Because you guys, I don't know how I would consider it this victory. You know, you scored 4 goals. Gabriel Jesus is playing really well. But you're playing against Leicester and they scored 2 goals. How did that happen?
I mean, according to
Remember.
Robert, Leicester is a great team.
No, no, no. I didn't say that. I mean, I just say like Leicester is not a bad team because they scored 2 goals. The first goal, I think, the first conceded goal is just because of Benjamin White didn't cover it well, and William Saliba unfortunately gave an own goal. But I mean, like if he didn't get an own goal, I think the Justin will slide as well and got a one-on-one situation. So it's probably gonna be a goal as well. So it doesn't really matter, and we respond really quick. I think 1 minute and 40 seconds, we got another goal back. So I think it's really good responsive. And also after the Saliba got the own goal, Irish fans give a round of applause once he touched the ball, which is really nice of the fans and really give the Saliba's confidence. So Saliba didn't even perform poor or something, got it fluctuated based on his own goal. So it's really good. The second goal, I think, based on the Charlie said, is the fault of Ramsdale. But I still think James Maddison did a really good shot. But these 2 goals are probably the only chance that Leicester City has out of 3 or 4. So I mean, I'm pretty sure like Arsenal still dominated the whole game, but we still consider 2 goals. That's the thing we have to improve in the following games, because for Arsenal against a strong team like better than Leicester, like Man City, Liverpool, we cannot make those single mistakes because they will catch it and they will score every single chance they have.
Well, I don't know if they're going to score every single chance they have, but definitely a little concerning from Ramsdale. I think he almost gave up a penalty against Vardy. And then I feel like last game, he had some good saves, but also some suspect moments. Like he threw the ball or kicked the ball straight into one of the opposition players and they got a chance off of it. So I'd like to see him be a little bit more composed. Other than that, I thought the forwards linked up pretty well. I don't think Odegaard and Saka have played all that well this season.
What about
but the rest
Martinelli?
is
Is Martinelli like retaining his spot, you think? Like for
yeah, Martinelli played really well this game.
Yeah, I thought he was really good.
I think
Very
Martinelli
great
played
forward.
really well the 2 games, to be honest. He can be a starter for sure, I think, based on this performance.
Martinelli and Jesus just chasing down defenders is crazy.
Yeah, you can see the energetic and Martinelli like actively like pressing. It's really good. The
And
Jesus,
also probably one of Xhaka's best games in an Arsenal shirt. He was just playing in the opposition box.
Xhaka had way
I
many
think.
better games, Charlie.
When has he had a goal and an assist in a single game? That's
Okay,
like what he gets in an entire
not
season.
statistically speaking, but I think Arteta is trying to change the way of Xhaka playing. Like from the last game, I can see Xhaka more goes rushing to the forward once he had a chance and to try to get a threat in the goal. And I see some shadows that Wenger using Ramsey before, and I can see that could happening. So I mean, like maybe it's not like that, but Xhaka definitely like Arteta definitely changed the Xhaka's role on the pitch, and he made some like interesting move, way more than the last few seasons. So I think that's a big improvement as well.
Isn't he like sliding in at left back when Zinchenko goes out?
No, this game not really. Like this game, he's like more forwarding and looking for the chance. Like I still remember when Saka gave a pass, and he did a header and it went on the post. So I mean, like, just think about the player like Xhaka. When we like talked about him, usually he won't be able to appear at the position, but he actually appeared. He run really forward and to wait for the chance, and that happened I think 2 or 3 times this match. And also it happened before in the match against the Crystal Palace too. So I think like his role is changing by the Arteta's strategy.
Well, I think this was his role towards the end of last season, and I think we knew this was going to be his role because we kind of want to play the lone midfielder and party with 2 8s in front of him. So I think he's going to be moving Xhaka up, and I mean somebody has to get into the box if we're using 2 inverted fullbacks in Ben White and Zinchenko. I think it'll be interesting to see if Tomiyasu comes back and Tierney's been getting some playing time. I know Tomiyasu came in this game as well. How that'll change, because I think while Tomiyasu kind of plays the same role as Ben White does, he's probably a lot faster and a bit more two-footed. And Tierney is obviously a very different, more traditional fullback than Zinchenko.
So would you guys like once Tierney's like really back and you're playing him, would you slot Tierney in at left back and then Zinchenko at center mid? But then where does that leave Fabio Vieira? And also Smith Rowe. I feel like Smith Rowe is kind of losing his opportunity. Maybe he'll play in cups. What do you guys think?
I think based on the roster, I mean, we did exactly the same starter and the same bench as the last game. I think that's just because there's a reason for that, and Arteta has his own logic. I couldn't interpret that, but based on
It's form. That's his logic.
But based on the following the fixtures, we have many games. I'm pretty sure everybody is going to have the chance. When you're talking about the Smith Rowe, he didn't get enough minutes, but I think he will once we have more matches. Like, he definitely gonna get played, and also he got subbed down today. Fabio Vieira, I still think he didn't get 100% fit, and that's a problem. So that's why I think Arteta didn't even put him on. And also, as for the Tierney and Alexander Zinchenko, I would just say I was surprised when the starter, because Tierney I think is 100% fit, but we still put him as a sub. We subbed him in. I think just because Alexander Zinchenko could provide more like attacking attributes into the offensive play, so I think that's why. And we subbed the Tierney to back up our defensive line in the end of the game. So I think that's probably one of the reasons. As for the center back, I think this year the center back is just gonna be Gabriel, William Saliba, Holding, and Benjamin White. We put Benjamin White at right back. Last game was really good, but this game he didn't play quite well. So I think we should put Tomiyasu back, and Benjamin, like, he can play right back, but I still think like the center back will be the best position for him. And also when Saliba didn't even get a chance to play for the past 3 seasons in Arsenal, everybody was doubting the Arteta. But right now, based on the story behind it, like, he lost both his parents during the COVID, and his confidence got destroyed. And he was on loan to Saint Etienne back, and Nice and Marseille last year. And right now he gained the confidence back and perform his strengths in the game. So I think I trust Arteta's decision of using the players like Fabio Vieira. I think he just didn't really get ready for the game. That's why.
I mean, I have to agree with that. Like, I don't think there's anything big to take away from the starting lineup that we've had so far. If anything, it's just like how we want to play. I think Tierney will probably play in more like high pressure situations, like against Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, where we won't have as much possession, and then like Europa League knockout matches where defense is more important. And then I think we'll play Zinchenko more often when we need to break down low blocks. And Smith Rowe, I think it's going to be a competition 50-50 with Martinelli to see who starts. and I don't think Fabio Vieira is fit, and I don't think even if he was fit that he would be getting into the team right now. But he should be getting some starts, looking to kind of figure out what position he's going to play. Last season for Porto, he played a lot of minutes at center forward, right wing, left wing, center mid, center attacking mid, even left back. So I think we'll use him in a bunch of different situations to kind of see where he fits in the Prem. He is a very small player, so I don't think he'll adjust very quickly to the Prem. But I think once he figures it out in maybe like a season or two, he could challenge for a starting spot.
Okay, solid analysis. Let's move on to Manchester United. You guys are probably very happy right now, huh?
No, I mean like before that, once the United lost because after the Sir Alex Ferguson retired, Man U been the drama stuff all the time, and when they lost against the teams like badly during the Moyes era, Van Gaal, Mourinho, Ragnick, and right now Ten Hag. So like every time they have those kind of moments, and then everybody was like laughing, joking, like what Charlie did right now. But right now, when like I didn't watch the game, I slept right after the Arsenal game. But when I woke up, I saw the score. I just feel the whole club is pathetic. Like from front to the end, it just I don't know. I don't feel it's a joke anymore. I just think they're pathetic. Like they're really bad. They're really bad. They're in the crisis for sure.
To be honest, I love seeing like former Manchester United players and more famous fans talking about how the Glazers are terrible for the sport and they need to leave and they're bringing so much damage to the club. Like, dude, no one cares. No one's gonna help you get your owners out, and they're not gonna leave if they don't sell. So like you're gonna have to figure out a way, kind of like Arsenal did. We were Wenger out and then we were Kroenke's out, and we just had to figure out a way to like get a technical director in, which you tried doing this past season, but then Ragnick saw the club was so toxic that he didn't want to stay, and he took a job with Austria. So I think they're going to need to figure that out, and then they're going to need to wait a couple years before they can even dream of being back at where they were in the Ferguson era. So, and if I don't even think that's possible given how strong the other teams in the league are, because I don't think we've ever seen this strong of a Liverpool and this strong of a Man City side. And while Liverpool may be slipping a little bit, I don't think Manchester City are going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, it's a case of accumulated advantage in that once you're out of the Champions League, suddenly like players may not want to play for you anymore. I mean, I know Ronaldo came, he was maybe expecting to be in the Champions League, but now players really are looking at Man United saying, hey, are we gonna be like, what competition are we gonna be playing in? What tier of club are we gonna be playing in? So that's gonna affect the transfer signing, and we saw that this summer as well. They did not address their needs in terms of playmaking from the midfield, defensive midfield. There's someone to kind of hold the team together. Like it's a team that clearly has just like collapsed. I don't know. They're not working together.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, how many seasons in a row are we going to see Fred and McTominay starting at center defensive mid to start the season?
You know, people are giving Ronaldo a lot of blame, and you know, I'm a Messi fan, I'm not a Ronaldo fan, but actually, I don't think Ronaldo like has been like bad or anything. He just like his teammates aren't working with him. He's not getting the opportunities that he needs to get.
I think he's pretty frustrated. You can see during the pitch when the game lost 0-4, he literally feels like crying, and I just feel it's pathetic, and for the club and for the team, and also based on the season, this is just the second game, and what's the worst? Next game they're going to against the Liverpool, which is going to be way tougher than this one.
Oh man.
I mean, yeah, like I'm not expecting a good game from them against Liverpool, But I think one thing you don't see about strikers and forwards all game is that they're battling with center backs for position pretty much all game. And they're getting pushed around, and like the refs might not be seeing it. So they can kind of get away with cheap shots. And he's a 37-year-old top 2 player ever, I think, undoubtedly. And he's playing in Europa League for a club that has no chance basically at winning any silverware. So I'm not surprised at all that he's disgruntled. And I mean, no one's really going to pay his wages. I think we've seen no one wants to pay basically anyone from the Prem's wages. So he's kind of stuck there.
He can more than afford to lower his salary, so he can play for a club that's like less frustrating.
I think he's willing to lower his salary, but it's just, he doesn't press, and like the man.
That's okay. That's okay. It's overrated. It's overrated.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't press, but if he had a team that was actually playing in big matches, he would press. It's just he's not going to press against Bournemouth or Brentford.
I think he would fit well at Athletic Madrid, but he wouldn't defend. But like, I don't know, on the counter.
As a Real Madrid fan, I really don't want Ronaldo choose to play against Atletico. I mean, if the best place for him to go right now, I would say Sporting, because the Sporting is
he's not going to do that.
Is in the Champions League, and if Man U loaned him out,
they're not going to compete for the Champions League. Like,
yeah, but like Ronaldo right now, he's aiming to score more goals to keep his number 1 position in the history of the UCL. So it's okay.
I don't know why Bayern
Sporting, he only gets the group stage games.
But still, I mean, it's better than Man U. Man U is not playing any UCL games.
I think he's well ahead of.
Who's Bayern's striker? Did they find a replacement?
Probably Mane.
Who?
Bayern is using Mane, Gnabry, and also the Coman as a switch all the time, and they're playing non-striker. So
Musiala is on fire. But,
what happened?
I said Musiala has been on fire, but that's Bundesliga. It'll be interesting to see Man U versus Arsenal. It's coming up, I think, 3rd of September. It'll be an interesting game.
5th September?
3rd.
3rd September, home or away?
At Old Trafford.
Oh, okay. I mean, Man U always performance really well against Arsenal, so let's see what's going on.
Well, Arsenal have an easy run of games before. They have Bournemouth, Fulham, and Villa. So these two wins, plus if they get wins in that, they'll have confidence. And then they have Man U. If they get that win, then they have Everton at home, Brentford away, which are like manageable. So they win all those fixtures. That's like hard to see 24 points out of 24.
Well, I think Europa.
And then after that, you have Spurs. So that's the first real test.
I think you'll also have Europa League matches during that time.
But like
Arsenal
will use like another type of the players, like Arneni holding those players, Organ Balogun and Ketia.
Do you guys really think Arsenal's gonna try? I don't know if "try" is the right word. Like, try the hardest to win the Europa League. I don't know.
No, it's really depends on the next year. Like right now, I don't know, because right now the group stage, I don't know the draw, but you already for the Europa League. I've been watching Arsenal for 3 seasons already for Europa League. Every time they got like easy opponent, only like maybe during the group stage, only 1 game or 2 games Arsenal has to try, and that's all. Sometimes
but I just mean the competition like in total, because
Yeah,
I
I
I
mean,
think
think-
like,
I don't
something
think
happens
it's
and
like-
like they like don't prioritize it and then they're out and they just
no, we prioritize. Definitely, we prioritize. It just we couldn't win. I mean, all
Like,
the
I don't really. I only really care about the Champions League spot. That's
Yeah,
really all I
exactly.
care about it. Like the trophy doesn't mean anything to me. The competition doesn't really mean anything.
Bro, the trophy.
just-
If we win the Europa League, that's probably the most like the most
Don't
high
say
class
it.
one we won. Yeah,
Stop.
probably.
No way. I'd rather have an FA Cup, honestly.
Really,
I
Europa
disagree
League
with
over FA
that.
Cup.
I
Okay,
think
not
Europa
maybe not
can
an FA
be
Cup,
better
but
than
it's
FA
nowhere.
Cup.
It's nowhere near as important as a Premier League trophy.
Oh, that's
Oh, for
different.
sure, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, why is like a cup? The otherwise league. Yeah.
But like, I don't really value. I mean, I think the only thing that will come from it that's good, besides the Champions League spot, if we don't secure top four, is that it'll give us a preview of what it'll be like to be competing in Champions League and the league at the same time, and to have to rotate the squad, see maybe which of the rotation players are dead weight and which can actually be used. Because like, I think right now what we have is like one like an A squad which we're going to use for like Prem and like big knockout games and big like cup games when they eventually come about. And then we have a B squad which we're going to use for like, well, subs can come in, but also like just like the matches against like the fifth or sixth best team in the French league, which we'll come up against in Europa League. So I think we need to get some more players who can actually like fill in and swap out against good competition. Because I think that's the biggest thing Arteta struggled with in his time at Arsenal is like when he doesn't have his preferred 11, the team is terrible. So I think that'll be like the biggest takeaway from these Europa League games. And also if they can hold up under the pressure of a big game, the players that we have since they're so young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I'd be optimistic if I were you, because you guys had added some depth. So yeah, you should be excited. What were the other matches? Man City won.
I mean, not much to talk about there.
Yeah,
Not much
easy,
to talk
nothing to
about.
talk about. Everything is expected.
Mitrovic and Fulham.
He
Mitrovic
missed
missed
the
a last-minute
penalty,
penalty.
right?
He missed the last minute penalty.
Yeah,
Out today.
Yeah.
yeah. But still think he can score 10 goals? At least.
Yeah.
Well,
I still think Fulham are going down.
Ah,
Yeah.
really? Oh, do you guys know the Nottingham Forest already signed their 13th new arrivals players?
I think 14 now.
Oh,
I think
Kouyaté is coming as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think Nottingham Forest is probably gonna stay in the Premier League based on
Wait,
this.
wait. Can we go back to Fulham though? I feel like you guys have just glossed over the fact that they drew against. Didn't they draw against Liverpool? Was that them?
I mean, yeah, but
I
I feel
feel
like that
like-
was more
Okay,
them
and
just
they drew
targeting
against
Trent in the
Wolves
back
as-
post.
They drew against Wolves as well. They literally haven't lost.
Wolves are terrible this year. Wolves are terrible.
Yeah,
They're
Wolves
gonna have
are
a rough
awful.
season.
Okay,
I
but
think
let me
also
see.
Liverpool have a tendency to just like kind of not jump out of the gate very well, except for like that one season where they almost went invincible. But like I remember them having like a 4-3 win against Norwich of all teams, and like some pretty
That's
bad
fair.
games to
I've
start the
noticed that
season.
tendency too. I've noticed that tendency too. Liverpool does do that. But my point is just that Fulham can score goals. Like you guys were saying, hey, like Mitrovic isn't gonna really score. He's getting his opportunity.
Yeah,
So
but-
they can kind of get points out of matches that you wouldn't expect, in my opinion. And I
mean,
think
they have like a decent squad and everything, but I feel like I mean I don't know that much about Fulham, but I feel like they're more attacking than
they are.
defensive
That's their
team. And those teams usually don't cope well with the Premier League. I mean, look at Norwich. They won the championship and then what a shit show it was last year.
I mean,
Yeah, we
personally,
talked
I
about
think
this last episode. But it's like but at the same time, it's okay. You can park the bus for 90 minutes and you're basically almost ensuring a defeat. Yeah, you might stave off the opposition from scoring for 90 minutes. But I mean, having like attacking football that actually gives you a chance to win, maybe. I like that.
But will that hold up against Prem opposition? That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
And also,
Mhm.
personally, I think you need like 8 games in the Prem before the other teams in the Prem will like adjust to what you're doing.
That's a good point.
So I think right now there's just not enough tape on what Fulham do right now and what Nottingham Forest and what Bournemouth do right now. So they're going to perform a little bit better towards the beginning of the season. Like I remember when Pookie scored like 10
Pookie
goals in
scored
the first
like,
couple
yeah,
weeks and
against the
then
Man City.
never really scored much again. I think he did the same thing kind of last year.
yeah, I think they could hit a big slump right now. They really needed a win against Wolves because the next 7 games are really difficult. They got Brentford, who like just battered Man U. They have Arsenal, Arsenal's probably gonna batter them. Brighton, who've been playing well.
Mhm.
And they got Tottenham, Chelsea, back to back. And they got Nottingham Forest, which I mean, that'll be an interesting game. But like
That's rough. That's a rough
expecting,
set.
they're probably gonna get 0 wins out of those 5 matches I just mentioned. And then after that, they have Newcastle.
Who's a good team as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, good luck to Fulham.
They're gonna need it. They're gonna need it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they come out of those 7 games with 6 points, I think that's decent.
Hey, by your theory of it takes a while for teams to adjust to their game, it's better that they have these teams in the early part of their schedule, you know?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'd rather have worse teams who haven't adjusted than good teams who have adjusted.
Yeah, like maybe if you get the confidence up and running, that's better than like just disastrous start to the season and then you have to like get your shit together. I don't know.
It'll be interesting.
Speaking
you guys
of,
were hyping up Nottingham Forest, right?
I was.
The thing with Forest,
tomorrow, I think.
I think they outspent every club in Serie A. Which is
yeah,
pretty
the
hilarious.
thing with them is I don't know if this stat is correct, but I heard their squad value was like £6 million, whereas Fulham and what's the other team that went up? Fulham and Bournemouth, they're like around £40 million. So they have to spend like a lot of money just to like, you know, get to the Premier League level because they've been in the championship for like ages, you know. That
Yeah.
takes a
Yeah, I don't
toll
know.
on you.
I don't know why though. Like it seems like a huge investment. I guess
I mean,
like
they gotta throw money at it because the last season they also had like 4 or 5 players on loan. Like they had to get some.
I mean, I understand like signing up a couple players, but like if you're gonna sign like a whole new roster and then maybe not stay up and then lose those players because they all want to leave.
I mean,
Like
you gotta
it
try
doesn't seem like a
something.
good idea.
Like whatever you
Speaking
can do
of-
to stay up, that's worth like so much money right there.
Yeah. Well, actually, I feel like there's a big reward for getting promoted. So maybe going down and then going up and then going down and going up is a better idea.
I mean,
Is that true? I thought
Maybe.
they just got a lot of money from having TV rights from being in the Prem.
yeah,
Why
that's
do they
true.
get more money from getting promoted specifically?
I mean, the actual promotion you probably get like I don't know a few million or something. I don't really know.
That's
But I
true.
think it's like 20 to 40.
Yeah, the
They
get
TV
20
money,
to 40
the
million.
TV money is the big thing.
Yeah.
I think it's for winning actually the championship. So maybe
But they didn't
it's a
win.
bit
They made
harder.
it to the playoff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, speaking of
tough season.
relegated sides losing their players, Luke Cornet or Maxwell Cornet. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what his
to
name.
West Ham.
To West Ham. could be an interesting player.
Ooh.
Could slide in at left wing
Who
and
goes
left
to
back.
West Ham?
Left wing back.
Cornet.
Yeah, I think he had a decent amount of goals last season. I don't know, like 5 or
Yeah,
something
and
like
I don't think Cresswell is all that great.
that. Yeah.
So maybe he can replace him. He had a red card against Arsenal last season.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see
Or maybe
West
that was
Ham.
Supal.
I don't see West Ham doing that well. They're probably like around top 6, 7.
I mean, yeah, but like that, I still think they're definitely better than Manchester United right now.
I mean,
And I think they made some good
Manchester United is probably the easiest team to play against in the Prem right now.
probably. I think that like position of being the worst good team in the Prem, it's like between like Manchester United, Everton, Leicester, Aston Villa. I think that those are like the couple teams that are competing for it. The teams that try to actually take possession and spend a lot of money on players, but just like probably should be playing a counter-attacking style because they're not that good. I think that's like the worst position to be in. Like, yeah, maybe you'll go up and maybe you'll challenge for European places, but if you don't, it's a lot of money and like an extra season wasted not being good. And I think it takes a lot of money to be in that like in between and not being in European places or being in like a low mid-table club that can kind of just like get the loan players and spend as little money as possible while they're selling players and stuff like that. Because Aston Villa's wage bill must be super high.
Yeah, I think
I
it's all
still
about
don't know why they got Coutinho.
Coutinho is pretty good, I think.
Is he though?
I think Coutinho had like 8 goals last season, but only scored them in like 3 matches.
When Diaz low key better?
Yeah, finally.
They're all super inconsistent.
Yeah.
Leon Bailey, Coutinho, and Buendia.
Did you see the stat? Was it Gerrard has like less points than Lampard since Gerrard
Honestly,
joined?
Yeah,
2 worst managers in the Prem right now, besides the newly promoted side.
really. You don't really think Gerrard and
What about Hasenhüttl, bro? 2 9-0s.
Hasenhüttl is pretty terrible, but at least he
Lost
tries with
9-0
like a
twice.
really.
Who?
He has a really bad squad. To be
Is
fair.
that a German guy from Huddersfield?
Southampton?
Huddersfield.
Oh, he used to be in Huddersfield, I think.
I don't think
I don't
so.
know about that.
Okay, but
I don't know
whatever.
why.
I know that guy. I mean,
I don't
I
know
still
who-
think the Southampton is really bad this season.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be in a relegation battle.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
I still think Lampard has something to do, but Everton for this club. I've been saying Everton and West Ham so many years, like, oh, they spend a lot of money and they never be good. Right now, West Ham is up. Where's Everton? Still struggling.
Yeah, and they just lost DCL again for like 6 weeks. They really need a striker in. They really need a striker in.
No, Everton is bad.
He's not even good when he plays. That's the thing.
I mean, they don't have a striker though.
Yeah,
Like
I
at
know.
least he can get like, I don't know, 10 goals this season. That's probably a good amount.
No, Everton is just really bad. I mean, the only thing I can see is they bought Ben Narvik, and that's it.
Who?
Oh no,
And
Tarkovsky.
Tarkowski.
Tarkowski. That was a good sign.
Yeah, Tarkovsky. They got Connor
I don't
Cody.
know.
I think they got some
wouldn't-
nice players.
Cody also like not a
Onana?
very good player.
I mean,
Maybe-
no, but he's like decent caliber Premier League defender, and he's in the England squad. I don't know what that says, but
Maybe they want to play a 3 at the back. That's the only reason I could see somebody signing Cody.
well, I think they're just trying to get like lots of defensive reinforcements because if they can't win the game, they might as well not concede that many, you know.
Yeah.
That's how they play. Yep.
All right. Well, speaking
Yeah,
of
okay.
Lampard, should we talk about Chelsea's first game and the preview of tomorrow's game?
First game was hard
Easy.
to watch for sure.
Easy.
It's very boring.
It's okay.
But do you
We-
guys think? I just wondering because I mentioned that multiple times. You guys need a good defensive line. You guys seems you guys still didn't really complete the mission yet by now. So do you still think based on this squad, your defensive line can hold for the whole season for the competition?
I mean, I don't know what you mean by hold, but we're getting a new defender. Even if it's not Fofana, someone is gonna come in.
Okay, but like
Yeah, I don't think you guys are.
one new guy is gonna solve the problem.
What's the
But
problem
there's
with the
no.
defensive line?
What is the problem?
No,
They
I
have
don't know
Koulibaly,
because
Thiago
I think
Silva,
we
when
need
the
Shaspir.
Arsenal against the Chelsea in the
Yeah,
Basing it
Aspie-
off one preseason game.
Their
yeah,
Aspie replacement is Aspie.
but the thing is like
He's
too
staying.
much. I think is the
You're
defensive
focusing
line-
way too much on one game.
Sure.
Honest-
but dude,
Honestly, I thought midfielder could probably help. I don't think Mount is very good alongside Jorginho and Kovacic in midfield.
I mean,
Like, I
we don't
think they
play
need to play
midfield
him.
3.
Yeah, I know, but I think he's also a little sus at right wing, which is kind of the position that he's been playing. I think he was a lot better at that, like inside forward kind of.
Well, the
Position.
way he's trying to set up is kind of like interchange between Havertz, Sterling, and Mount. Top 3. Sterling has been mostly playing false 9.
Sterling really free roams, to be honest. Like
Yeah,
he's all
yeah,
over.
but mostly century, but like all of them like free roam.
And still waiting on Havertz to score a goal. What is it,
It will
like 20
come, it will
games?
come.
Okay.
And if he doesn't, then we got Armando Broja, who's
Oh, yeah.
Diego Costa region. So no problems
Sure.
here.
sure.
It'll be interesting to see, like Conor Gallagher. I mean, he had a really good showing when he was at Crystal Palace, but I guess he's gonna be on our bench.
The thing with him is he's like a
Too attacking for
the
our.
profile doesn't fit our midfield. Like we
Exactly.
play with 2 6s, right? And he can't play the 6.
I agree.
And he's
But
you would have to
I
put him
wanna
at like
see him.
yeah, you would have
Wait,
to like
De
put
Jong?
him at like left wing or right wing, and I don't know if he can play that position. I mean, I
Wait.
think he's gonna go out on loan again.
So you guys think
Oh,
other than
Gallagher?
another new defender and that's it? You don't think Chelsea need any more players?
New
It
defender, some cover at right back would be good, and an attacker.
Attacker,
Yeah,
Aubameyang.
attacker, bro, attacker. Like I'm
Aubameyang.
not convinced. I'm not convinced with what Sterling showed us.
What about
last
Aubameyang?
night, he's a quality thing.
why are
I
you
don't know
pitching
about
this so
Aubameyang.
hard, bro, Rob?
No, I was just saying like there's a rumors actually about Aubameyang going to
I'd
Chelsea.
rather get Saha,
Who?
Wilfred
It's
Saha.
not
No,
leaving.
that's completely different way. It's different difficulty. I'm just saying Aubameyang seems more possible.
They're both.
think if you
linked.
offer-
they would both be like 20 million.
Would you?
Wait,
Would you
Zaha
offer
is 20 million right now.
That's what reporters are saying.
No,
20
you
million
offer-
and Hudson Odoi going on loan. or
You're even
permanent.
laughing. You're even laughing about like
Would you
Zaha worth
offer-
20 million.
Gallagher for Zaha straight up with the buyback clause?
Yeah, for sure. I'll take that any day.
I'm sure Crystal Palace would want him. I think they were.
Yeah. They want him. They want him. What's his name? Patrick Vieira said. What he said was, Connor is a Chelsea player at the moment, but things can still happen by the end of the window. Something along those lines. So
I think I'd like that move for both clubs. I don't
Yeah,
think.
but I still think
think.
Aubameyang is gonna be easier than the Wilfried Zaha.
Okay, bro. I don't know why you're so desperate to see our
I don't know
former
why you
player
want
go
this
to
to happen
Chelsea.
so bad.
No, I don't want Aubameyang to play for Chelsea, but like you
Yes,
guys,
you do, bro. You clearly do.
Robert sounds like a guy who wants another guy to have sex with his girlfriend. It's literally what this sounds like.
I think
But don't worry, don't
Frankie-
worry. If Aubameyang joins, I'll get you a Chelsea jersey with his number.
Okay, but
Make
Frankie,
it say a
Frankie would be
boomerang.
really nice. I think Frankie's a quality player, so I'm very happy about these that are going on. But I really don't know, man. It's hard to say with Barcelona.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about Spurs? How do you guys feel about Spurs as an opponent?
It's gonna be tough.
Prediction first.
Prediction. I think it'll be
I think it'll be a draw, to be honest. I think
a
it'll
draw. Yeah, probably a
Goal
draw.
less draw.
Oh,
I can see it
maybe
being
like
like
1-1 or something.
1-1 or 2-2.
Thing is,
Honestly, I think a lot of people were impressed with Spurs last week, but all I saw was like Kulusevski having ages to cross the ball in, and I don't
feel
think
like
that's
once
going to
there's
happen
those
against
rules,
Chelsea.
you can
Standards.
say that.
the thing with this is, it's really a test for Spurs because in the last 37 games they had at the Bridge, they've won once.
That's crazy.
Unlike
So-
Arsenal,
So if they win,
Arsenal,
then fuck it. I guess they deserve it, man.
we at Arsenal call it the 3-point bridge.
All right.
Yeah, man.
But one thing as an FPL player, I had Perisic in my squad for week 1, and then I realized that they're gonna be rotating their wingbacks. So I would love.
Rice.
It'll be interesting to see like how Perisic does. I'm assuming he'll start this match against Chelsea because like
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Did you hear what Sessegnon said?
What did he say?
It was like, oh, I don't know exactly what he said, but he's from Fulham Academy, so he was like, I'm super hyped up because at Fulham, they tell us like to like hate Chelsea and shit because they like
I mean,
next to each other.
I saw people saying on Twitter that Sessegnon was like the best fullback in the world, which obviously is ridiculous. But
what?
That's ridiculous.
I think Perisic will have a harder time passing him than we anticipated.
Yeah, he's decent, but I don't know why he's getting so hyped up for going to Stamford Bridge.
He just wants to lose. I hope you guys win though. I'd much rather, I know as Chelsea fans, you probably hate Spurs more than Arsenal, and I think we share that
100%.
common
Yeah.
100%.
Spurs haters.
But
I hope
they're a
Conte
solid
leaves, too.
squad. They're a solid squad. Outside of the top 2, even they could maybe like contend.
They're a solid squad. They got good players. Their coach is the biggest thing.
Yeah,
But
I think
they're Spurs.
Yeah.
Like they have to be Spursy.
I think their squad is a lot worse than it seems just because Conte is there and his training regimen is really good.
Yeah,
And
bro.
he just knows how to get the
They're
best out of
making
them.
such a big fuss about them running in South Korea and throwing up. Like, okay, you
But-
ran the pitch length a few times and you threw up. Okay, you want a trophy for that?
It's crazy that it's like opposite of Mourinho. Because Mourinho,
Yeah.
I remember the quote that he was like, I never like focus on fitness. Like all my training has to do with the ball.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that they're in shape, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
If it starts going poorly for Spurs, I could see Conte leaving.
Really.
yeah.
You
Does
guys
Conte
I don't know where
like Antonio Conte, right? Because he's a Chelsea coach and won the trophies, right?
What was your question?
Like you guys still appreciate what Conte is doing for Chelsea.
I guess, yeah. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I could see him. I
Chelsea.
could see him going to like Barca or something if he leaves. Like I think that squad would be perfect for him.
I don't think Barca can afford him.
Barca can afford anything right now. They'll
I
just
mean, they
take
need a
out
sixth lever.
they'll just sell more TV rights.
Yeah.
More TV rights and studio shares.
I saw this post on Twitter. I don't know how reliable the guy is, but he said the company that just bought the latest 100 million TV rights is a company that is like their revenue is like 25K.
What?
or something like
Money
that.
laundering. Barca money laundering for sure.
Yeah. Sounds a little sketchy.
Yeah. Let's see
I
what's
mean,
going
the
on.
team
If they
is a lot
involved
of
with
sketchy stuff
money
going on
laundering,
about
they're pretty much done.
I mean, I never. What were you saying, Tejas?
No, we've seen a lot of sketchy stuff come out of Barcelona, like a lot of weird accounting tricks where they have like another company. What do they even do? Does anyone actually like? Can anyone break it down?
Yeah,
for me?
yeah. So one of the deals where like they sold TV rights, it was for like 500 million or something. And they created like a shell company to like partner up with the company that was actually buying it or something like that. And that shell company, they basically Barca gave 100 million to the shell company, so it would inflate the price of what they were selling the TV rights for. Because that means they could get like the 100 million now, I think, or they could like amortize. I don't know. Charlie's better accounting, but yeah, they got caught and they had to
I
pay
don't
like
do-
capital gains. So
I don't do audit, but
Yeah, weird stuff. Like basically inflating the value of their assets by
Yeah.
because they're the ones that are buying their.
Exactly. Yeah. Super shady stuff.
And then yeah, something about like they basically just this is weird to me because I think a lot of companies do this even outside of football. But they basically play around with their revenues and expenses to make it seem like maybe they're doing better in the short term, and they just like kind of push the cost away for future years. That's how I understand it. Very weird.
yeah, with like the deferred wages and stuff. Didn't
Yeah.
I think I saw that Piquet was like willing to take a 52 million euro pay cut or something like that.
I think they
for the rest of
owe him
his contract.
52 already, but I think he's willing to like play without salary for this season.
I think maybe he was just willing to cancel that out or something, which would be ridiculous.
No way. That's ridiculous.
But dude, these players twerk so hard for Barca. That's crazy.
oh my god, man! Like they're literally willing to. How is this man like willing to just not take a salary, and the organization just gets away with it? Same thing with
Yeah.
Messi too. Like, that's why they couldn't register Messi. Oh my god. Yeah,
And like
that's-
Arsenal, like we had Ozil sitting around, we had Mkhitaryan, we've had Bellerin sitting around for years. We've had like Pablo Mari. Like no one cares. They're just like, oh yeah, send me out on loan or I'm just gonna sit here. And then Barca players are like, oh, just let me stay, please. I'll do anything. I'll donate my entire salary to you. Like it's
And
honestly ridiculous.
if they don't take the wage cut, then they just pay the journalists to like bash them in the media.
Who knows?
It's like mafia shit, bro. They're bullying their players. It's ridiculous stuff.
They've always been crazy in the media.
Yeah. I wonder how
I
much
guess-
they pay journalists.
Oh yeah. All right. I guess like one last question for you guys. Do you have any hot takes about the Prem for this season? Like maybe Liverpool or Man City will win by like 20 points or something like that, or Manchester United get relegated or something.
No way, man. You're gonna get relegated.
Honestly, it's not that hot of a take at this point.
I will say Jesus scored 20 goals. That's pretty fair.
I guess that's a hot take,
I can see that happening.
Lukewarm take.
a lukewarm take. Yeah.
Maybe Newcastle could get top six. You never know.
Yeah,
I could see that happening. I think-
Man U out of the top 6.
That's not
not a
not a hot take.
I think Brendan Rodgers probably get sacked this season. I
Yeah,
don't think that's too
It's
hard
hard
of a
to see.
take,
It's
though.
I
hard to
agree.
see.
I think
I think-
Leicester going to be a relegation battle.
I think City win it by a lot. I think I made a mistake putting Liverpool in my predictions.
I think City win by a lot as well.
Yeah, I think top four race will be close. Like, I don't think any of the like a lot of people are saying like, oh, Conte, like Spurs could challenge for the title. I don't really think they've made up that gap between them and City, even though they can like compete with them on a game-to-game basis.
I think Spurs will get third. And then fourth, that's where it's gonna be a battle.
I could see Spurs not getting top four.
Really,
Well,
well,
interesting.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a bust up between Conte
That could definitely happen.
and the board.
Do you think Kane might leave? If Conte leaves, do you think Kane leaves?
Yeah, I think
I feel-
Richarlison might be a
Okay,
flop.
leaves to where? Nowhere to leave.
Bayern or something. I don't know.
Bayern need a striker.
Liverpool?
I think Richarlison's a flop. Or well, no, not is, but has high potential to be a flop.
Okay.
I could see Pochettino coming back to Spurs next season.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
next
think he has a
season.
job
During
right
the
now.
middle of the season.
What?
During the middle of the season. Let's see.
All right.
All right, should we wrap it up there?
Yeah.
Sure.
Excited for this match tomorrow. A little bit nervous, but
Have hope. Sink Spurs, please, or draw.
Help us to revenge.
Revenge for what?
Our Spurs beat Arsenal.
Oh, last season.
Yeah.
Shit, okay.
I don't know how that's revenge, but avenge us. Avenge us. That's the word.
Yeah.
You can be our
No
Avengers.
promises. No promises.
hey, we have Captain America. Be fair. No, we don't have. But yeah, until then, see you guys next time. We'll probably meet again to talk about match week 3 or 4. So see you guys then.
Hopefully, we'll
Thanks
get
for
back to our
joining.
regular
Yeah.
schedule.
Make sure to
Thanks,
subscribe.
everybody, for joining. Make sure to subscribe and like.
30 yards out, fam.
Follow us on Twitter as well at Yards Out. And yeah. Cool.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, yeah. Are we still recording?